This is the Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN television. You're on to the news on the hour from our studios. I am Folusho Taiwo. You're welcome. The Archbishop of the Ecclesiastical Province of Enugu, His Grace the Most Reverend Emmanuel Chukwuma, has revealed that the legacies and principles of Dr. Alex Ekwueme inspired him to deliver his message fearlessly during the late former Vice President's burial ceremonies. Speaking in an interview with newsmen, he described Dr. Ekwueme's legacy as that of commitment, politics without bitterness, endurance, and faithfulness to his political party. The cleric also said that the burial ceremony was an avenue to reach out to the major prospective candidates for the 2019 presidential election, like Buhari and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who is 71 years old now, to forget about their ambitions because they are aged already. He added that youths need to know that they are future in the politics of Nigeria. Therefore, the elderly politicians have to ensure that the youths get their desired future by making the political offices vacant. Meanwhile, Archbishop of the Ecclesiastical Province of Enugu, His Grace the Most Reverend Emmanuel Chukwuma, has said that former governors of Rivers and Lagos states used their states' monies to sponsor President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. And that is why they were rewarded with important ministerial roles, with some of them heading 3 ministries in one. Making the allegation in an interview with The Punch, the cleric said Nigerians should not be surprised if former Edo State Governor Adams Oshiomhole is given a ministerial position. He said the government will find it difficult fighting corruption because some state governors assisted Buhari to get to the presidency using state funds. He also demanded an explanation to why some people got 3 ministries in one and why the cases that came up against some ex-governors were made to die down. He claimed President Muhammadu Buhari has successfully exposed corruption, but he is certainly not fighting it. The Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion has elected new archbishops and bishops for some of the provinces and dioceses. These elections took place at the Standing Committee meeting of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, which was held at the Cathedral Church of St. Barnabas, Ilorin, Kwara State. Those elected and their positions are as follows. The Right Reverend Professor Godwin Opala, Bishop of Nnewi Diocese, has been elected as the Archbishop for the Ecclesiastical Province of the Niger, and the Right Reverend Gabriel Akinbi, Bishop of Akoko Anglican Diocese, for the Ecclesiastical Province of Ondo. Also, the Right Reverend Humphrey Olumakaye, current Bishop of the Diocese of Osun Northeast, is on translation to the Diocese of Lagos. The Right Reverend Dr. Samuel Ezeofo is on translation from Ogbaru Diocese to the Diocese of Aguata. And the Right Reverend Akintunde Pokuola is on translation from Ofa Diocese to Ibadan South Anglican Diocese. The following were elected to be bishops. The Reverend Canon Victor Agberam for the Diocese of Northern Izon, the Very Reverend Stephen Oni for the Diocese of Ondo, the Venerable Dr. Cornelius Adagbada for Okeogun Diocese, and the Venerable Dr. Paul Olanrewaju Ojo for Ijumu Anglican Diocese. The Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion also elected a new dean in the person of the Most Reverend Ali Buba Lamido, Archbishop of the Ecclesiastical Province of Kaduna and Bishop of Wusasa Anglican Diocese, and he is to serve a 5-year term according to the General Secretary of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion. The Right Reverend Dr. Ayodeji Fagbemi, the Primate of the Church of Nigeria, the Most Reverend Dr. Nicholas D. Oko, solicits the prayers of the Church for these servants of God as they prepare to take their new offices. Residents of 4 local government areas of Akoko have lauded the recent elevation of Akoko Anglican Bishop, the Most Reverend Gabriel Akinbiyi, as Archbishop of Ecclesiastical Province of Ondo. They described the development as a blessing to the people of the area, especially with the recent approval of Police Area Command, also in Akoko. Ondo province comprises of all Anglican dioceses in Ondo and Ekiti states. According to an Islamic and community leader in the area, Alhaji Ibrahim Kilani, the promotion of the Most Reverend Akinbiyi as Archbishop is well deserved, going by the various developments the Anglican Church and the cleric have brought to Akoko land. Kilani noted that he benefited from sound educational policies of the church even as a Muslim. He called on the Most Reverend Akinbiyi to continue with the good work he was noted for in Akoko land, particularly on religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence of all faiths. Other stakeholders eulogized the Most Reverend Akinbiyi for his burning love for evangelism and leadership virtues, which uplifted the area during his stewardship in Akoko, and is still in Akoko anyway. The Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, John Cardinal Onayekon, has lamented the present state of the country, saying the nation was going through a period of political emergency. He said that there was an urgent and serious need to salvage the country and give its youth hope of a better future. Delivering his sermon at the first 2018 Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria in Abuja, Onayekon argued that Nigeria deserved far better than it was getting in terms of good governance, social justice, peace, and well-being of the people. He therefore urged Nigerians to use the 2019 general elections as their opportunity to radically turn things around and change their fortunes. He lamented that the present government came into power 3 years ago with a promise to change the country for the better in all aspects, but had so far spent so much time and energy demonizing its predecessor that it seems to have forgotten its promises of a better life for Nigerians. Cardinal Onayekon regretted that the present administration has allowed the initial massive goodwill it enjoyed to be depleted so much that most Nigerians were now looking for a new political organization that could truly bring about genuine change. Meanwhile, the prelate of the Methodist Church Nigeria, His Eminence Reverend Kanu Uche, has said that the church is against the establishment of grazing fields or cattle colonies for any special group of people, but rather prefer ranches to be built. Individuals who have the ownership of the cattle. Meanwhile, the Catholic Church has returned to Christian Association of Nigeria after 5 years of leaving the association. The Catholic Church left the association in January 2013. In a letter to Ayo Orishajafo, the then CAN president, the church said it was leaving the organization temporarily over some recent attitudes, utterances, and actions of the national leadership of CAN, which, in their opinion, negate the concept of the foundation of the association and the desire of the Lord Jesus Christ. But in a statement, Samson Ayokunle, CAN president, announced that the church has returned to the fold. According to CAN president, through his spokesman Adebayo Ladeji, Their return is one of the best things that have happened since he was given the mandate to become the president of Acnn. The Acnn president added that his joy knows no bounds with the presence of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria at the Constitution Amendment meeting of Acnn held last weekend. The leadership of the Northern States Christian Elders Forum has cautioned the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, against utterances capable of endangering the peace and unity of the nation. In a statement by the chairman and secretary, Bishop Isaac Philip and Reverend Dr. David Ibi in Jalingo, Taraba State, the group decried the recent remarks credited to the monarch, where he allegedly accused Governor Darius Dixon Ishaku and his of Taraba and his Benue State counterpart Samuel Otom of training militias to confront the Fulani people in their states. According to the forum, the comment was capable of pitching Nigerians along ethnic and religious divides. A political science lecturer with Kaduna State University, KASU, Malam Aliyu Jero, says Nigerian youth are not yet ready to take up the mantle of leadership of the country. Jero made the assertion in an interview with newsmen in Kaduna while reacting to the not too young to run bill passed by the National Assembly. According to him, Nigerian youth lack the required skills to run a political office effectively due to their poor quality education. The lecturer added that young people aspiring to run for any political office must first seek guidance and mentorship from experienced hands versed in Nigerian history and politics for effective leadership. He called on government to restructure the educational system for the youth to have access to qualitative education that will make them better citizens. The Not Too Young to Run bill, passed by the National Assembly in July 2017, cut down the age requirement for president from 40 to 30 years, governors from 35 to 30, and Senate from 35 to 30 years. Also reduced the age of those vying for a seat in the House of Representatives and State Assemblies from 30 to 25 years. The bill, however, required the backing of at least 24 houses of assembly for it to become law. We shall now take a short commercial break. We shall be back. Please stay with us. Jesus, keep me near the cross. Diocese of Abuja, Church of Nigeria invites you to 2018 The Way of the Cross program. Theme: Christ, our ransom and redeemer. Date: Monday 26th February to Sunday 4th March 2018. A week of transformation, exposition and ministration at the Cathedral Church of the Advent, Life Camp, Gwarimpa, Abuja at 5 p.m. daily. Ministering the Most Reverend Benjamin Kwashi, the Right Reverend Ephraim Ikako, the Right Reverend Tunde Adeleye, the Right Reverend Olumuyiwa Ajayi, the Right Reverend Professor Dakbo Asaju, Venerable Professor Onuche, and Venerable Professor Udobata Onunwa. There will be counseling and special prayers by gifted servants of God on daily basis. Host: the Most Reverend Nicholas D. Oko, Primate, Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion. In the cross, come and experience victory through the cross. You're welcome back. For more on our top stories, please visit our website at acnntv.com or youtube.com ACNNTV to be up to date with our news and other programs. Download the ACNN app for Android, iOS, and Windows devices from their respective stores. And now to some foreign news. The Anglican Church of Tanzania has elected Bishop Maimbo Medu, leader of the Diocese of Tanga, as the next Archbishop and Primate of the Anglican Church of Tanzania. He will succeed Archbishop Jacob Erasto Chimedue, who will retire in May 2018. The election took place during a special synod of the province. Archbishop Nambo Luwa will be the 7th primate of Tanzania when he is enthroned on the 20th of May. The Archbishop-elect told synod members of the Anglican Church of Tanzania, Anglicans worldwide, and the general public that he has accepted the result of this election in humbleness and humility. Meanwhile, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Most Reverend Justin Welby, has tasked the new Anglican Communion's new Interfaith Commission to set a better plan, a pattern, and an example that speaks of the love of Jesus Christ extended on the cross and in the resurrection, and in his sovereignty seen in the ascension and the gift of his Spirit. In his message to the Commission's members, he described their role as being essential to the future of the church and society. Whereby also said that the world is looking for the capacity of religious leaders to differ without hating, since the world's capacity to differ without hating appears to be reducing by the day. The Anglican Communion's new Interfaith Commission will gather for their first meeting next week in Cairo, Egypt. The commission was requested for by the Anglican Consultative Council when they met in Lusaka in 2016 and launched the primates meeting in Canterbury last October. Its purpose is to bring mutual understanding and build trust where there is ignorance, fear, and hostility between different faith groups. And so that's it on this edition of News on the Hour from Anglican Cable Network Nigeria, ACNN Television. We want to thank you, and thank you profusely for watching. I am Fulusho Taiwo. Please mend it. Don't end it in a hurry. God bless you.